I'm going to be doing the Diversity Bingo 2017! So this is so late, I know. I decided late in January that I wanted to participate in the bingo, and then I wanted to wait to film my video until I finished my whole TBR, and that took forever because there's so many categories that I was a little confused on what they meant, so I had to do a lot of research, but I finally finished it, and I'm so excited. Even though it took forever and I did so much research, I found so many amazing books that I never heard about before, and I'm so pumped to read them. Because this challenge is so huge, there's 36 categories. I'm not gonna go over every book I chose for that category because this video would be like 5 hours long if I did that. Not to mention, I put way more than one book for each category. If you want to know my TBR, I actually made a Google Doc. I'll leave the link down below. It has every single category in the Diversity Bingo and at least one book per each category. And some of the categories have 5 or 6, even 7 books for the category. So if you're looking for any diverse recommendations or any books for this challenge, definitely go check out the doc. And please feel free to comment if I have mischaracterized any of the books on my TBR. Because this challenge is so huge, I really don't want to stress myself out. I absolutely have to finish this. 36 books in a year, that would mean 3 books a month. Can I do it? Of course I can do it. I read 94 books last year. But I just don't want to get super obsessive and stressed about it. The point of this challenge is that I really want to read more diversely. Last year, in 2016, I only read 20 diverse books out of 94. That is 5% of the books I read. That is absolutely unacceptable. I've always known the importance of reading diverse books, but when the whole Carve the Mark controversy and problematic aspects came out, I realized I really needed to make diversity a priority in my reading, and I'm so excited to. Even if I read like 20 books from this challenge or maybe a little bit more, I'll be happy. Even if I fail, the point is just to read more diversely. I have already finished some books for this challenge. I'm so proud of myself. Well, technically I'm already like super behind because I'm halfway through February and I'm supposed to read like 3 books a month. Anyways, let's get into the books. So the first book I read was More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. This completes the challenge of an LGBTQ+ main character of color. I loved this book so much. It broke my heart. It made me cry. It made me happy and laugh. It just, all the feels. I loved it. The writing style was beautiful, and I loved everything about this book. I already talked about it in detail in my biannual bibliothon wrap-up, so I'll leave it at the end of this video. The other book I finished for the challenge is Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Niven. It completes the challenge of reading a book with a main character that has an underrepresented body type. One of the main characters is overweight, so that definitely completes the challenge. I had really mixed feelings about this book. I really loved some parts of it. I was kind of about some other parts, but I again already talked about this in my January wrap-up, so go check that out. I'll leave it at the end of this video. And I'm currently listening to an audiobook for this challenge. The audiobook is Listen Slowly. I know, I have like an iPod 4 still. That's actually from the audiobook. I wasn't even gonna try to pronounce her name. I don't know what ethnicity she is. This fulfills the challenge of reading a book that takes place in a non-Western real-world setting. This book takes place in Vietnam. I don't know if the author is from Vietnam, and it's a middle grade and she's 12, and I'm loving this book so much. I am about 30% into this audiobook, and it's just so great. The narrator is phenomenal. Because it's a middle grade, it's just so much fun, and it takes place in Vietnam, as I mentioned, and I'm just learning so much about the culture and the language and the country. I cannot wait to read more of it. I'm so grateful to this challenge. I never would have read this book if it wasn't for this challenge. Never even heard about this book before. Before I was looking for books that would fulfill this challenge. Like, I'm so happy. Anyways, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below. Are you also doing the Diversity Bingo? What are your goals for 2017? Okay, so I know this kind of late, but like, hey, are you still trying for your New Year's resolutions? Have you given up yet? Apparently, people give up on their New Year's resolutions the second week of January. That's really sad. So how are you doing with your New Year's resolutions? And are you participating in the bingo? Comment that down below. All of my Goodreads and all my social media links are down below. My Goodreads, my Twitter, and my Bookstagram. Au revoir!